Strata with low caps. This name on the top, I don't know if you can see it. This name on the top is my Strawman. I am the man, and this is the Strawman. So if you're calling the Strawman, I'm here to represent the Strawman, but I am Abel Estrada Jr., the man, the living man.
I'm calling the living man.
Judge, unfortunately for this defendant, she has convictions out of Illinois, Kansas, and Missouri. She's been in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Has
Illinois.
Yeah, she has convictions out of Illinois. Her case in Missouri is a 22 case, not a 2020 case. It's not 4 years old. It's not even 2 years old.
So with extreme prejudice, and also I want to make sure that you understand that I want to keep all my constitutional rights. So far, my constitutional rights are being trampled over right now by yourself because you're not giving the chance to speak. I have not given the chance to speak. You're just going over and over. I respectfully request that you honor my rights. And I want to move for a complete dismissal because it's double jeopardy and I already appeared in court.
All right, well, I did give you the opportunity to speak. You were speaking, not I, not Miss Shirley. And so I gave you the chance to say what you want to. You need to scoot over a little bit to be picked up by that microphone. I'm not sure, but sometimes you have to be in the middle with it. Mary Ann Shirley appears for the state. Are you Abel Estrada Jr., sir?
Yes, if I may, can I make a statement?
No, not yet. Okay, sir, you are charged in count 1 with on or about the 21st day of August, 2024 in Greenwood County, state of Kansas. Then and there, contrary to the statutes of the state of Kansas, unlawfully operating a vehicle, to wit, a 2011 GMC Acadia, upon a highway which does not have the signed license plate. I think they mean that the vehicle didn't, not the highway, but your vehicle did not have the assigned license plate properly affixed to the rear of the vehicle, showing the current registered year. And this is an unclassified misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to $2,500 in fines and a possible sentence of up to 6 months, 30 days minimum, up to 6 months, although probation is usually granted. Now, sir, did I not just have you in municipal court recently on the same charge?
Yes, and I don't understand why am I seeing again, because that would be double jeopardy. I'm saying for the same.
Sir, you haven't been tried on it.
I have
a first appearance on it. And
I have-
apparently the city prosecutor must have dismissed it and refiled it over here for whatever reason, I know not. But as I recall, your plea was not guilty. Is that still your plea?
Yes, but I'm here to make a separation between my name. My name is Abel Estrada with low caps. This name on the top, I don't know if you can see it. This name on the top is my Strawman. I am the man, and this is the Strawman. So if you're calling the Strawman, I'm here to represent the Strawman, but I'm Abel Estrada Jr., the man, the living man.
I'm calling the living man.
So
So are you going to have an attorney? Are you going to need to apply for court-appointed attorney, or will you be waiving your right and representing yourself?
No, of course, I wanted to have an attorney, but I still have not made my statement, which is.
Are you going to hire an attorney or apply for court-appointed?
I cannot afford an attorney, but I need to make my statement that
Let me get a few things worked out, sir. You're going to apply for an attorney, so you'll need to fill out an application for court-appointed attorney. And the deputy down there can give that to you. Make sure you fill that out and get that back to me before this hearing is over. Make sure you fill in all the blanks and you sign it and you date it where it says to, because I generally don't consider those if they're not thoroughly completed. And then you call back to my assistant, Missy, later in the week to see if one is appointed and who that will be. Do you need Missy's number, or did you take it down earlier from the other hearings?
No, I don't have.
All right, Missy, do you want to give him your number?
620-583-8155.
And then Missy, when is his next court date?
Well, I haven't explained my position.
Sir, we're not going to have a trial today. You're going to need to talk to your attorney before you have a trial. So Missy, when is his trial date?
I wanted to move,
Sir, please do not interrupt. Missy, when is his, and we won't set it directly for, do you want to set it directly for trial, or do you want to set it for a status so I can
I
check
don't
in with you after you talk to your attorney?
I don't know what the status means.
Well, let's set it for a status, Missy, or control.
November 22nd at 10.
You, sir, will need to be back here by Zoom November 22nd at 10 a.m. Are you on bond? Let me check.
Why would I need a bond?
Complaint from legal cause. There is no bond on the file, and it is an unclassified misdemeanor. So I'm not going to make you file a bond since it's an unclassified misdemeanor. If you fail to come to court, though, most likely a warrant would be issued anyway.
The defendant believes the system itself is invalid, so every normal court step feels like a violation of his rights. But legally, rejecting the court's authority doesn't remove its power. That gap between belief and legal reality is where sovereign citizen arguments collapse and where real consequences begin.
And you'd be taken into custody. But as long as you come to court when you're told to, that's not going to be a problem. So you're going to call and get your attorney, or find out if you have an attorney.
I haven't given a chance to
You do not need a bond, and you have your court dates. Now, what is it, sir, you want to say?
Number one, I want to move to a motion to dismiss this case because I didn't try for this, and I have the license plates, both license plates. I was not driving anything unlawful or illegal. I'm living in the private. I'm driving in the private, and so I want to move for dismissal with extreme prejudice. And also, I want to make sure that you understand that I want to keep all my constitutional rights. So far, my constitutional rights are being trampled over right now by yourself because you're not giving the chance to speak. I have not given the chance to speak. You're just going over and over. And I'm requesting that you remove this case because this is double jeopardy. I already appear in court for this thing. I already suffered the court. I have not been given the opportunity to explain myself. I want to keep my rights, and I haven't been able to keep my rights. You yourself and the lady on the other side signed a oath of office to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and I'm not being given those rights right now, man. I respectfully request that you honor my rights. And I want to move for a complete dismissal because it's double jeopardy and I already appeared in court.
All right, well, I did give you the opportunity to speak. You were speaking, not I, not Miss Shirley. And so I gave you the chance to say what you want to. If you want to talk to your attorney can help you put together the motions that you've kind of implied, at least, if not outright said, you want to pursue. But we will take that up on the date that I gave you to reappear.
I'm sorry, it's breaking up. You said you're gonna take what up to do what?
I can take up any motions that you want to file at a later date. With the next court date, we can revisit any motions or visit any motions you want me to consider.
I appreciate it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Being dragged down so much and I have a hard time moving around. As you can see, I'm disabled and I only come here once a week to the hospital to be treated. And all this court is putting a lot of stress, and I'm not able to heal properly. Why are we dragging it out so much, ma'am?
When did you get this disability? I don't remember you being unable to walk the last time I saw you.
I came in my bike is right here. I have it right here. I don't know if you can see it. But I normally use a walker in a wheelchair, but I'm using the other one because it's easier to carry in the car. It's what's it called? It's knee scooter. I have 2 amputations on my feet. So ambulation is very difficult. I'm having a lot of pain. In fact, I'm under medication right now. I don't have a clear mind. Just so I can be here because it's too painful.
Well, that's why you need to call back here. You don't have to come in person. Call back here or have your wife or helper, whoever that is with you, call for you, and Missy can tell you if you qualify for an attorney and who that attorney will be and how you can get a hold of that attorney before your next court hearing. We did give you the date of that court hearing. You will need to be back here for that, but you can do that by Zoom. You don't have to even leave your home to do that, as long as you've got a clear signal that allows us to communicate. So you're always welcome to come down there to the courthouse like you're doing now, but you don't have to, as long as you can communicate by Zoom. And remind me, what town do you live in, sir? Are you from Kansas?
Yes, I'm in Howard. But even last night, when I got the letter from the sheriff, they brought it to me at 5 o'clock last night. I didn't even know.
All right, well.
So it wasn't improperly served. I got it like literally last night. I'm trying to get people to come in, and I don't have the time. I don't have the ability to move that fast. And so
You were just complaining a moment ago that this case wasn't moving fast enough, that we were dragging it out. So there you go. Move it too fast, you say.
Yes, but it's dragging on because it should be dismissed, because I already.
I'll take that up at a future hearing. I'm gonna need to let you go, sir, because I have others to address today, but I will certainly listen to any motions that you file. Put your motions in writing. If you have an attorney, let your attorney do it. Someone told me you've already filed some things in the court, or tried to, is that right?
I did, ma'am.
All right, well, we'll look at those, and if there's any that need to be heard, we'll certainly do that. But talk to your attorney if we appoint one. If you don't, you can hire one, and we'll take those up at that next hearing.
I'm gonna need an attorney, so I'll call Missy.
Sounds good. All right, thank you, sir. You are excused at this time. And I believe, is that Mr. Dixon that is still trying to get a hold of us here? Can you click on that little red button, Mr. Dixon? State of Kansas versus Dawn Marie Hunt, County Attorney Jill Gillette for the state. Ms. Hunt, in person, in custody, and pro se. Ms. Hunt, you are charged in count 1 with, well, actually, this isn't your first appearance on this burglary and related cases. You failed to appear for first appearance February 20th of 2024, but you were back here. No, you weren't. You were supposed to be back here on February 27th for first appearance, and you failed to appear. So here it is, your third first appearance. You're finally here, so we will go over your rights and charges.
Your Honor, I was incarcerated. That's why I couldn't do the Zoom meeting.
Where were you incarcerated?
And I was in Florida's Greenwood County, or Greenwood Detention Center.
Okay.
The Border Patrol brought me there because of a fugitive warrant out of Missouri that was 4 years old. And then I guess Greenwood had a warrant for me for not appearing.
Right.
But I did tell my husband to tell my attorney. I don't know what happened there, but
All right.
know.
Well, all I know is that you failed to appear twice. You're here now. So we are going to go over your charges. In count one, you are accused of burglary of a non-dwelling at 301 Main Street in Virgil, Kansas, as charged. This is a level 7 non-person felony, which means if you were to be convicted and depending on your criminal history, you'd have to serve 11 to 34 months in prison. In count 2, you're accused of burglary of 109 Randolph in Virgil. Since that is a residence, it is a level 7 person felony. Your sentence would be 11 to 34 months. Your fine would be up to 100,000, but it could make a difference at sentencing a person versus non-person. Count 3, you're accused of theft of property belonging to a Kelly Sage, and that is an A misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve up to a year in the county jail, and you could pay a fine up to $2,500. Because you have felonies involved, we will set this matter for preliminary hearing. And are you going to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed?
Your attorney, that case was dismissed a while back.
What case?
This burglary stuff,
No, it's in front of me right now.
but it was dismissed with prejudice or something like that. I don't know.
Where'd you hear that?
When they did the Zoom meeting, at jail when I was in Lyon County Jail, I believe. And Christopher Ambrose was my attorney. And
So when were you in the Lyon County Jail? You were telling me about Florida. When was Lyon County?
well, Lyon County was because of the fugitive warrant from Missouri, is what that was
Well, I
about.
thought you said you were picked up in Florida on the border by border.
Yes, I was. But I'm talking that happened beforehand. I mean, a while back. Lyon County was a while back. And then the Border Patrol got arrested me getting off the boat and brought me to Greenwood County Jail or detention center or whatever. And then Missouri, they expedited me from Florida to Missouri. And then when the judge OR'd me there, and then they told me that they couldn't let me go because then they had to take me from Missouri to Greenwood County Jail.
Are you telling me that whatever, you had some kind of trouble in Lyon County, and in Lyon County, they told you this charge?
No, see, Lyon County was just, they brought me in because of the fugitive warrant in Missouri.
Now, that's not the
And
way
see-
it works. Miss Gillette?
Huh? What?
This was the case where the property lines had to be gotten in a map. So the case was dismissed without prejudice, so it could be refiled with the correct property
Oh, I'm
lines.
sorry, I didn't know. I know it's dismissed with something, and I wasn't sure if it was with
Okay.
or without. I
Okay.
remember.
So
This-
these alleged crimes happened near the county line between Lyon and Greenwood.
No. There's a block, and part of it is a co-op and part of it's not. Part of it's another building. And so we had to go in and get a map of all of the properties to determine, because they used one mailing address for that whole block.
But the properties weren't on the county line. That's not why both counties were involved.
No.
All right, well, at this point, I don't need to understand all that. All I know, Ms. Hunt, is you're being accused in Greenwood County of the crimes I went over, and you've missed 2 court appearances. So at this time, do you need an attorney, or are you going to hire an attorney?
I have Christopher Ambrose as my attorney.
Was he appointed?
He was on he did the Greenwood case.
All right.
See,
well,
and that warrant that was in Missouri was 4 years old. That was just
Okay.
for
Well, Ms. Hunt, you'll have to reapply to get him on this case. How long has it been since you worked?
I'm on disability, Your Honor.
Okay, what's your disability payment?
It's 900
Okay,
and something.
and so is that the only income you have?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if Mr. Ambrose will take you again, I will reappoint him, but my assistant Missy will have to check and make sure he can fit that into his schedule. We'll set this for preliminary hearing control. Missy, what date are you using?
April 26th at 1:30.
And Your Honor, I had told my husband too to let Christopher Ambrose know that I wouldn't be able to make this court, appointment, so
Those
that I was
past
going to
ones?
miss it because they had me in the Florida jail.
Well,
That I was going to,
most judges I know do not excuse an absence because you're locked up somewhere else. Some might, but that's usually not an excuse for missing court. But I can't tell, without digging through the files, I can't tell you why a warrant was issued, but I think that's why. We need to put a hold on you to get you back here. But what's our bond set at, Deputy?
It is set at 20,000, Your Honor.
Miss Gillette, well, let me ask you a few questions. Where do you live when you're not in jail?
I live at Strong City, Kansas,
Strong City, how long have you been in Strong City?
about 27 years.
What were you doing in Florida then?
See, my son for Christmas, he gave me and my husband a Christmas present, and he got us a cruise for
Okay.
7 days on
All right,
the
so-
Norwegian Escape.
Okay, so you went on a cruise.
And then the last day when we were supposed to come home, the Border Patrol or whoever they were, they came to the room at like 5 a.m. when we were supposed to leave that day,
Okay,
and took me to the jail.
because you had a warrant out of Missouri and out of Kansas.
Out of Missouri, I did. I didn't have a warrant in Kansas
Okay, so what led you to Missouri? Why were you in Missouri when you picked up those charges?
because the 4-year-old warrant that was in Missouri,
Why had you been in Missouri though? What's your connection to Missouri?
I was just visiting a friend of a friend's when I went out there that time, and it was for possession of controlled substance,
Okay,
personal use.
all right. So now you're back to Kansas. Miss Gillette, what do you think about that bond?
Judge, unfortunately for this defendant, she has convictions out of Illinois, Kansas, and Missouri. She's been in Florida,
Nice.
has
Illinois.
yeah, she has convictions out of Illinois. Her case in Missouri is a 22 case, not a 2020 case. It's not 4 years old. It's not even 2 years old. And she had a warrant there when she was picked up. She's admitted going to Florida where she missed court here. And she called my offices to say she wasn't going to be here for court. And we told her, you missed court, you get a bench warrant. The judge does not have to excuse you or continue you. And she was warned on 2/7, if she doesn't show up on 2/20, that she could get a warrant. Then it was set over for a week. And
she could have appeared by Zoom even from Florida.
exactly. She still didn't show on 2/27. And so there was a second failure to appear. And she was held in Florida from 2/17 to 3/11 in Brevard, Florida, according to VineLink. She's also had an arrest on January 26th of 24 for Lee County, Florida.
Oh,
And she's been in and out and had all kinds of appearances from Missouri into court over in Missouri. And In Kansas, she's had cases from Topeka, Lyon County, Chase County, Greenwood County. So kind of a little bit all over the north part of the county down here to Greenwood. Emporia City. So she's
Excuse me.
She's kind of just
Give
been
her a chance.
over the place with her cases, and she has had warrant outstanding for a 2022 case that she didn't go back to Missouri to answer for and had to be extradited from Florida back to Missouri. So she doesn't
That was the one
Let her
with
finish
the-
and then you'll get a chance.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
She
go
doesn't
ahead.
have a good track record of coming into court and getting things taken care of and of bouncing all over the place.
Well,
You,
seems to me, I'll give you a chance to speak. I told you I would. Please do.
okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
See, I let Brad Douglas know. He's my probation officer in drug court. I completed in
Okay,
treatment
hold on. Which drug court? Where?
in Lyon County. I got 5 months before I graduate. I did in treatment. I graduated outpatient treatment at Corner House.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Are you in drug treat or are you on drug court right now with Lyon County?
Yes, and I got permission to go on this trip. He gave me a travel permit to go and come, and I was going to finish. And when I got back, I was going to turn myself into Missouri and get that taken care of. But I didn't get a chance to do that because they just expedited me from there to Missouri. And then the judge was going to OR me from there. But then they said I had a Greenwood warrant. So they put it, I guess, as a fugitive warrant, right? I'm not sure, but
We did.
they expedited me from Missouri to here. And
When we are through with you, Lyon County wants you then apparently?
I don't have no charges. I'm just on drug court there, you know.
They haven't filed any motion to revoke you or anything?
No. Mm-mm. In fact, when they had arrested me on that same thing with Missouri, okay, it was the same deal. Excuse me. I stayed in jail for a little bit, and when I seen the judge OR'd me because it was hard to get a bondsman to bond me out on a fugitive warrant. That judge, he's the drug court judge, and he OR'd me on that, and
Okay.
that was done. And
And
then,
you've mentioned your husband, he lives there in Strong City too?
yes, ma'am, he
Does
does.
he have a job?
No, he's on disability too.
Well, I think 20,000, with all you have going on and these charges is minimal. I think I could easily double it to assure that you'll be back, but
Your Honor, I will be back. I promise I'll be back.
well, I certainly hope so. Because if you fail to appear again a third time, there's a probability that you won't be bonding until you see the judge again. But at this point, I am going to maintain your $20,000 bond.
Judge, she was extradited from Lyon County to Missouri in December before being extradited back to Missouri in March.
No, your ma'am. No, ma'am.
Miss Gillette, or Miss, I'm sorry, Miss Hunt, just a minute. Okay, you have records that say what, Miss Gillette?
Judge, Lyon County 2023 MR 300034 is an extradition case from Lyon County back to Cass County, Missouri. She's had more than one extradition to Missouri for not taking care of that case. So I'm with you. The 20,000 cash surety needs to stand. And she needs to get all of her cases wrapped up in all of the different places that she has pending charges.
So your bond is 20,000 cash or surety. Your attorney is Christopher Ambrose. And your preliminary hearing control is April 26th at 1:30. We'll be in recess at this time, and you are remanded to the custody of the sheriff until you're able to make that bond. You may go, Ms. Hunt.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Two very different defendants just demonstrated the same legal problem, not the charges, the decisions surrounding them. In the first case, the court is dealing with something judges watch very carefully: patterns of non-appearance. When someone misses court once, it may be a mistake. Twice begins to look like avoidance. And once a court sees a pattern across multiple jurisdictions, every new promise to return becomes less credible. That's why the judge openly says the $20,000 bond could easily be higher. At that point, the issue isn't just the burglary charges, it's whether the court believes the defendant will actually come back. In the second case, the problem is different, but just as common. The defendant is arguing from a sovereign citizen framework, the idea that the legal name on a document represents a strawman separate from the living person. Courts across the United States have rejected this theory for decades. Judges don't debate it, they simply move forward with the case. What's important here is how the judge handles it. She doesn't argue the philosophy. She redirects the conversation to the only things that matter legally: an attorney, written motions, and the next hearing date. That's how real courts operate. Not through debates about sovereignty, but through procedure. And procedure is where these cases are usually decided. Miss court too many times, credibility disappears. Ignore procedure, and arguments never reach the legal stage where they could even be considered. Because in courtrooms like this, outcomes rarely change because of dramatic moments. They change because of small procedural decisions made weeks earlier. And those decisions are usually what determine where the case ends.